there, I'm Phoebe Walker, and for those of you who don't know me, I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis back in 2001. And this video that I'm making here is one of my first multiple sclerosis video blogs. And something happened today that made me realize I probably should start video blogging about this, because there's a lot of people with MS and there's a lot of consequences that goes with it. I went through a lot. In 2006, I was a blind invalid from the disease, and it was one of the most difficult years of my life coming out of that. And every time after that, when I was put on the IV steroids, mass doses of IV steroids, it created a lot of its own issues, and I found myself, sometimes you'll explain that you'll hear people with MS explain that they end up on the floor and they have to learn how to crawl again before they can learn to walk again. And I believe that happened to me quite a bit. And every time I went on the steroids, we all respond differently to the medication, but for me, I did really well through the IV steroids, but it was always my victory dance the last day of the steroids, because that meant from that day forward, I got to rebuild myself. And I'm gonna cry, but rebuilding is something to be proud of. You don't want to sit down and let the disease take you over, so you get yourself to a place where you get up and you fight back. And what happened today is, well, I'm gonna back up again. I started ballroom dancing in May of this year. I danced once upon a time ago, but it was never ballroom dancing. And I thought that it would be something good to help me with memory issues that I was having and to help me regain strength. I also knew that there were probably going to be areas that I was going to have to heal from. And tonight, and I am working my way towards doing a showcase dance at the Downtown Dance Studio in Titusville, Florida at the end of this year. And tonight during practice, while we were working on choreography, the question came up in helping me to structure my body and position for the dance about pulling. And it wasn't that I had done anything wrong per se, or that my instructor was hard on me. It was just something that triggered pain from my past. And it reminded me just how fragile my body is. And I want to share that with those of you out there. We have a disease, those of us with MS, and we take difficult walks. And when you first saw the video, you probably looked at me and said, I don't see anything wrong with this woman. But what people don't understand about MS is that most of it is unseen, and you don't see 90-some-odd% of what's actually taking place. I maybe practice dancing, and I may be telling my foot to move from here to there, and my foot has a mind of its own. It's not relaying the message properly. So I struggle sometimes to keep things right. And I'm not the only person with MS that has that, but I just wanted to put this video blog up there just to let you know how simple, how sometimes the very simplest things can have a profound effect. I am so happy to be able to be pushing through the disease and fighting back. I'm not going to let any of these setbacks tell me to back away from dancing and give up. That's not what this is about. This is about finding strength and using the parts that hurt to help you get up and move some more. And I am dancing to a multiple sclerosis song, and I will be sharing more of this stuff as we come closer to the date at the end of the year. So I hope you come back and watch the progression. But I want you to know I'm not giving up. And when I run into situations like tonight, I'm going to give myself the okay to mourn about it a little bit, because it is a part of me that is missing, or a part of me that went through a very difficult walk. But I am really proud of the progress that I've made since the worst of my disease in 2006, 2007. And I want to keep going on that track. And I hope to inspire other people who are going through their own situation, or with multiple sclerosis or any other disease for that matter, or a situation, that while bumps in the roads are going to happen, we need to learn to love ourselves, cut ourselves some slack, you know. It's okay. It's okay to get upset, but understand you're doing the very best you can, and that's the best thing you can do. Just get up and live. Get up and do. Be. Quite simply put, be. So I thank you for coming and watching my video, and I do hope you come back again, and I can't wait to do the dance at the end of the year and have a big smile on my face and prove to MS that it can't take my life, it can't control me, that I have the upper hand, and you too have the upper hand in your own life. So I hope that you take it, and if you have any questions or want support, you can find me. I have a website. My website is silverliningsfyi.com. That's Silver Linings, SILVERLININGS. F is in family, YI.com. You can come over there and visit me and leave me messages. If you have any questions, you can email me. But I hope to be a support to help other people along the way. So thank you for stopping by. Take care for now.